The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and brought to you by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Panel Swim Shop, P-Rats, PrepSpin.com, Raising Cane's, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.
Welcome into the Scholastic Ball Report. Gary Ball with Rebecca Shear from Lincoln County. She's in for Cassandra McWhorter.
Yes.
She's got a sickness in the family.
Yes, she does.
And you brought two seniors with her. We're looking forward to hearing from those two seniors.
Yes, they are fabulous girls. You'll love them.
And our features on Kyle Road from Lexington Christian Academy. He led them to the All-A State Championship. He's a highly recruit, and no telling who'll recruit this guy. He's that good.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, looking forward to that. Alex Midden and Christy Adams are here from Harrison County High School. They're scholar athletes, one of our favorite features on the show because it highlights great kids doing great things in the classroom. And we've got another Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week as we head down to Nicholasville. Cade Coulter's here from UK Sports Medicine. He's going to tell us about the core. You know, the core is the inner part, and it's very important. I do know that. Yes. And, of course, all that coming up. You know what we got, though? We got the best highlights in the state of Kentucky. These highlights brought to you by PrepSpin.com, the leading digital network in the state of Kentucky.
What if I told you the high school basketball regular season is almost in the bag, man?
I would have to believe you because you're correct. District tournaments begin 10 short days. The Sweet 16 about a month away from now. Now we begin tonight with a holy matchup between Lexington Catholic and LCA. The Eagles had won 13 straight dating back to January the 2nd. Their last loss came against, you guessed it, Lexington Catholic. The Knights got the win over LCA, trying to do it again tonight. Second quarter, Kyle Road puts the Eagles up. This spot up from behind the arc drains the long triple. LCA up 19-14. Road, the heat check. And this, Knights outrunning its TC Price. Nifty reverse layup. Look at that. With a little English on it. LCA up 21-18. Catholic works it around the horn. Inside to Bryce. Scott, the soft touch. And the turn. Catholic grabs a 22-21 lead. Road taking his man off the dribble to the rack for the high arcing lay-in. But it wouldn't be enough as Catholic wins in overtime, 76-73. Mr. Basketball candidate Trayvon Faulkner in Mercer County hosting Frankfort. Third quarter, Titans down 1 until Faulkner lets it fly from Bergen. Mercer was up by 1. The Panthers' Cody Carter has the answer on the other end. You betcha. Frankfort back in front. How about Carter again? He had 4 from beyond the arc tonight. He had 23 points altogether. Frankfort was up by 3, but Frankfort and the Titans, Faulkner and the Titans, too much. Strong move there. 34 points for the NKU signee. Mercer County gets the win on senior night, 68-61.
And welcome back in. We want to tell you about Roberts Insurance. They're out in Richmond, Kentucky. They're on Main Street. They've been in business for over 40 years. They insure 3/4 of this great state of Kentucky. Speaking of this great state, from Lincoln County, Coach Rebecca Shear is here. And Coach, you're 18-6 this year. That's outstanding. So, you know, how would you sum up this team and so forth?
I would sum up this team in saying that they are very headstrong and they're hard workers and they're excellent teammates. We have had a really good season and we look to keep going with that and progressing in that as the season goes on. And we've bounced back from a few injuries that we've had, but I think we've got everybody healthy and strong right now, and we're ready to finish up with our district and region playoffs that's coming up in a few weeks.
So you had some of those the injury bug, but you got through that and tough. And tell us about these two seniors you brought in with us, and tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I could never say enough about these two young ladies. I have known and coached them since they were in 6th grade. They are phenomenal young women, and I've watched them progress and continue to get better. And with their abilities and their fundamentals, and they're excellent teammates on and off the court, and you just really couldn't ask for two better young women to represent our school here tonight.
Well, Courtney, you heard everything the coach said about you, so you're very proud of that, I'm sure, because you're a good team player, she said. How would you describe the season so far, and why would you describe it like that?
This season has been really good. We've matured as a team a lot this year, on and off the court. We're just great teammates, and we hold each other accountable in every aspect. So it's been really good. Yeah.
Cheyenne, what are the strengths of this team, and why do you think they're the strengths?
We have a lot of strengths, but one of the main ones that, it comes to me when I watch us play is that we play together and we have good chemistry on and off the court. Off the court, in school, we're best friends. Always say, hey, go out to eat, go to each other's houses. On the court, we're even better. We love each other. We have great chemistry.
That helps that bonding, doesn't it, on the team? You bond when you do all those things together, don't you? And that's what a team's all about, you know? Coach, how would you, if you could sum up the season up to this point, how would you sum up the season?
I would say that we are a team that continues to grow. We work very hard, and we have goals that we set individually as coaches, as players, and we're very accomplished in those goals, and we continue to work hard, and we're already planning for the next season.
Right. That's good. Courtney and Cheyenne, the districts and the regionals are coming up. Who do you think that will be the toughest battles for Lincoln County in those tournaments?
Well, Mercer and Southwestern they're really good, so it'll be pretty hard. But, if we come out like we do, headstrong, and do what we can and work together, then we can definitely, get a W.
I would say Mercer County and Southwestern, but when it comes tournament time, it can be anybody. We just have to do what we do and just do one game at a time and just be ready and have our heads together.
Coach, you do what you do, right, at Lincoln County?
Yeah, they said it very well.
That's right. Well, thanks for coming on. Thanks for a great season. Hope you continue it in tournament play. We look forward to covering you, and thanks for coming on the Scholastic Ball Report.
Thank you for having us.
That's the Lincoln County Lady Patriots, one of the top teams in the region over there. They'll battle for that 12th region. Don't you bet your bottom dollar on that. Now we're going to this feature on Kyle Rode from LCA. He's one of the top players in the state of Kentucky.
He's only a junior, but LCA's Kyle Rode has played a big role in the Eagles' success this season.
In 15 years of coaching, he's the most mature kid I've had, and that includes 9 years of college coaching. I could walk out of here for 2 weeks and come back, and the team would be in the exact same spot, if not better.
Last weekend, Rode helped lead his team to the school's first All-A-State title, averaging 15 points over the 7-game tournament.
My teammates really just helped me get in the flow, and then Coach V told me to crash the offensive glass a lot, so that kind of got me going.
In the championship game against Walton Verona, Rode had 17 points on 62% shooting and added 7 rebounds. He was named the tournament's MVP, but Rode says it was a total team effort.
Really just coming together as a team and making a great run. I mean, that's a tough tournament with tough competition, so we really came together, and it was awesome.
It's never easy when you got to win. We had to win 7 games in 2 weeks, and that's why it's hard to win a championship, because you have to play 7 good games in a row.
LCA is now hoping to ride some of that momentum from the All-A-State title into the postseason and make a run at the Sweet 16.
We're going to let these guys ride it as long as we can. We're playing well right now, and they have a lot of confidence. And not only Kyle, but we have a very mature team.
We got a lot of season left, and we know we're just going to get better each and every day, but we want to win that district, win the region, and then make a run at the Sweet 16.
Lee K. Howard, WKYT.
And welcome back into our most popular segment because it highlights boys and girls doing great things in the classroom there, like here it's Harrison County over there in Cynthiana. Thank you all for coming in and really appreciate you joining us on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Let's start with you, Alex. You have a 4.0 grade point average. You take 5 AP courses, and you're enrolled in 3 more this year. So, you know, you play basketball there in Cynthiana. You've got to be a great time manager. There's no other way to put it.
Yeah, I've taken some difficult classes, but I've always grown up playing sports, so I've been really busy through my whole life, and I just learned early how to manage my time, and I just try to plan ahead so I don't get behind and procrastinate.
Right. You don't ever want to procrastinate, do you?
No.
Christy, you have a 3.7, so congratulations for that GPA. And you've just earned your MNA certificate. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yes, it's a nursing class we have at the high school. It's CNA certificate. And we have a class, and you have a written test, and you have to pass that, and then pass the skills part of it too. And we went to clinicals at a nursing home, so you got real hands-on. Yeah. And had some real life situations going on. There's
nothing like those practical experiences, are they, out there? And especially at nursing home. I could have been a nursing home my aunt's in, so I hope you took care of her over there. That's pretty good.
We did.
Oh, thank you very much. Alex, what are your plans after you graduate?
I'm planning to go to University of Kentucky and major in kinesiology, and then I want to go on to become a physical therapist because I tore my ACL my freshman year, and I just really enjoyed how the physical therapy worked.
You kind of got a hands-on experience with that because you had that injury, so kind of learned a lot about kinesiology, didn't you? Yeah. And Christy, do you know what your plans are for the future?
I plan to go to Northern and be an RN.
Right. Tell us about your basketball season to this point. You can 21-4, I believe, your girls' basketball team.
Yeah.
So tell us about some of the other players on the team.
Some of our players, well, we have Maddie Kay is one of our juniors, and Sydney Morris and Kaylee Clements, that's another junior. They're big roles. Maddie, she's our point guard most of the time. And Sydney, she came into our team this year. She's big on the boards, good rebounder. And Kaylee, she's good in the post.
What about the boys team? You want to tell us any about the?
We've had an up and down year, but we've had a lot of injuries, but we play well together, and we're starting to get healthy, and I think we should have a really good district and regional tournament.
Looking forward to those districts and regionals?
Yes, sir.
Here from Crown Trophy, Ryan Tyson, both of you will get a beautiful plaque if you'll pass that down.
Thank you.
And if you take that over there, they'll personalize that for you, put your name and school in there. Great job, and keep up the great job there in the classroom at Harrison County with those 4.0, 3.7 GPAs. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's our Scholar athletes from Harrison County High School. Now we're going to the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
Our Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week comes to us from Mr. Basketball candidate Trevon Faulkner. Earlier in the game against Frankfurt, he muscles his way to the basket, but here is where Faulkner earns his prize. On the outlet pass, the slam on the Panthers. Faulkner with 34 points. Mercer County gets the win 68-61. Trevon Faulkner, you are the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
And welcome back into our UK Sports Medicine Orthopedic Surgery segment. Jake Hartzell joins us from Bryan Station High School. First year out there, right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And you're doing a great job out there because that's an athletic and a good basketball team.
Yes, sir. They've had some speed bumps this season, but they're doing a great job. Great group of kids, definitely.
We're going to talk about the core. What is the core?
So the core is made up of a variety of muscles and the torso region and the lumbo region of the spine. Now, some of these muscles are on the front of the spine, and that includes the transverse abdominis, the rectus abdominis, and then there are some that are on the back and on the sides as well. Your obliques are commonly strengthened muscles in the gym, and those are on the side. And then you have some of your spinae muscles running through the back. Now, a variety of these muscles are very important for both pain relief and for stability when playing sports, as well as performance.
Why is the core so important?
Great question. So the core is extremely important because it helps to stabilize your body as you move. So anytime you do any movement, it's important to have core stability, whether you're running, throwing a baseball, because if you think about it, a lot of your movement starts from here. So if I'm about to throw a ball, the first thing that moves is my torso as I go out. If that's unstable, that can get shifted and that can cause some serious pain. Same thing for running. If you're running and the core is moving around and bouncing around a lot, it can cause some abnormalities and it can cause you to have some core pain along that region.
Let me ask you, how do you strengthen the core? You know, how do you get it stronger?
Yeah, that's a great question. So one of the big things that we as clinicians try to make sure our patients understand is there's a big difference between core stability and core strength. A lot of athletes have great core strength. You know, they have the six-pack abs and they're, you know, extremely in shape. However, that doesn't necessarily mean they have a stable core. What we want to do is we want to make sure that the muscles underneath those six-pack abs are strong and stable as well. So we do that through a variety of techniques, make things like different rehabilitation techniques, whether it be hip bridges, TA activations, you know, pelvic tilting, you know, things like that, to make sure that those muscles are firing correctly both during movement and during relaxation, to make our athletes, to alleviate some of that, whether it be lower back pain or core pain that they're having.
Boy, you just told us all about the core. I tell you, I don't think I need to know anything else about the core. You got to strengthen it. You know, it involves all those movements and good stuff, really, there on that, Jake. And, you know, you got the walk-in clinic every Monday through Friday at 7, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, great place to go if you're roll your ankle and need someone to check you out.
A weekend warrior, so to speak, like me. I'm playing tennis this weekend, so who knows what might happen. Might have to check out that walk-in.
Absolutely.
I hope not.
Me as well.
There's the walk-in clinic. There's the website, the phone number. Give them a call. Thank you, Jake. You will keep us in the game.
Absolutely.
Jake Hartzell. And now we're going to these final highlights brought to you by Game Time and Prep Spin, the leading digital network.
Trinity brought their 23-2 record to Lexington tonight for a matchup with Lafayette. The Generals have been on a roll, winning 8 of their last 10. The only one thing Lafayette could not do was dig a big hole early. Fu Diallo drives it into the lane. Gets the circus shot to go. Generals keeping it close. Rocks by 5 early, but then Trinity starts to pull away off the steal. The feed to David Johnson. The hammer from Louisville rocks up by 5. Lafayette trying to keep pace. Devontae Hayes puts his man on his hip, draws the foul and one. But this was all about Trinity. They are a pretty good ball club, 75-50. Let's stay here in Lexington. Floyd Central making the 2-hour trip to Lexington. Hello, Kevin Spurlock. It was a block party in the third. Brendan Reynolds cuffs it from Brady Kahn, but at the other end, Big Country. Brady Kahn sends that back to Langley in a hurry. Route 680 through scoring at home. Reynolds would not get this one rejected. Shoots it over Kahn, hitting the baseline jumper. The Jags from right and left Beaver. Hanging around, J.R. Tackett puts in the miss, but it was a 2-point game. Broncos went on a run. Rasan Thompson for 3, it's good. And the 2 newest schools in the state meet tonight. This one goes to Douglas, 64-51. Now to the girls, 2 of the top teams of the 12th region. 23-3 Mercer County meeting 21-4 Casey County.
The Rebels are led by a pair of sensational sophomores, Gina Cravens and Lauren Lee. The defending state champs are led by that young lady right there. Several seniors, including Miss Basketball candidate Sagan Robbins. And here is Robbins showing why Louisville assigned her. What a move there to the rack. Titans with that suffocating defense tonight. Lexi Lake with the interception and the touchdown on the other end. Casey County breaks through right here. Jordan Stevens, a little blow by plus the foul, but it was all Mercer on senior night, 61-43.
Welcome back in. The district tournaments are just right around the corner. The 11th region tournament, all those games on prepspin.com, the leading digital network. Looking forward to that. We're covering the 43rd over at LCA. That district tournament gets underway. Can you believe the 19th of February? That is a week from Monday, Jake.
It's been a whirlwind of a season, absolutely.
You told us about the core, and that was really good stuff. The core is something we don't think about, you know?
No, yeah, and it's crucial to the importance of the athlete and to the general health of the athlete.
As always, on the Scholastic Ball Report, for those you see and those you don't see,
keep your eye on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and brought to you by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Panel Swim Shop, P-Rats, PrepSpin.com, Raising Cane's, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.